There comes a point in time when you are working on your dreams or big goals, and it gets hard out here in these streets. The results are somehow nothing like you thought they'd be, or they're just not giving what you thought they should be giving, and you're losing that flair and fire you once had. Maybe you're questioning if you still got it, or if you should even still pursue this. I mean, maybe God got it wrong. Maybe this dream was given to you on accident. No, that ain't it. You are just in the messy middle. So did you have a plan for what you would do when you got here? Chances are probably not. But no worries, I got you. I'm here to remind you success is within reach, and we're getting into finding the courage to keep going for it. My fellow planners have a plan for almost everything, except how to show up in the messy middle. The messy middle feels like drought season, especially when it's riddled with fear and doubt. Encourage yourself to show up strong during this season and allow your why to fuel your reason. You are so close. Quitting is not an option. There are 2 plans you need to have, and they are calling all superhero ladies. Are you a busy woman looking to level up your life, ready to say goodbye to the energy slumps, scatterbrain moments, and stressing trying to squeeze everything into one day? Dump multitasking and master being in the moment, because if you are done with your days running together and feeling like one big major blur, or worse, feeling lost or like you don't even know yourself anymore, let's get you back into your day by feeling the day and being present. I've got just the solution for you. Join the waitlist for the Amplified Encouragers group as I show you how to amplify every aspect of your jam-packed schedule, have more energy, focus, and time to chase your dreams while doing all the things, from supercharged productivity hacks to mind-blowing self-care tips. I've got your back and your funny bone too, and get ready to conquer the world while still rocking that superhero cape. Go to the show notes and click the link to join the waitlist and be the first to get all the goods in this group. Click the join the waitlist link in the show notes and save your spot. In the midst of doing all the things, you can do all things and chase your dreams. Stay encouraged as we go on this journey called life, tackling everything that comes our way while we shine our light despite any circumstances we face. No more downplaying or dimming your light, because through the good, the bad, and everything in between, together we can encourage over everything. Encourager, I hope this message finds you ready to still believe in your dreams and actually be taking steps to make it happen. I love the idea that success is within reach. It just feels hopeful, optimistic, and brings with it unlimited possibilities. You know, in the beginning of working on your goals and dreams, it's so exciting. You're just energized simply by the thought of it all coming true. But after that newness wears off, the results have slowed to a trickle, and then suddenly you're questioning who you even think you are going after this. I know, because I've been there. I remember thinking maybe God got this one wrong. Like maybe he didn't mean to give me this dream. Okay, so listen, God knows that he gave me this humor, so he knows how I do it. But in all seriousness, if you ever doubted your dreams or wondered if there was a mix-up, let me assure you there was not. your dreams were given to you purposefully. Hey, encourager, are you ready to supercharge your mornings and make the most out of your day? I've got something super special for you that will help give you the motivation you need to jumpstart your mornings and amplify your productivity. You've got to get your hands on the Amplify Your AM freebie. Get ready to conquer your day like a boss. Let me tell you why this freebie is a total game changer. With Amplify Your AM, you'll receive a powerful toolkit packed with simple morning rituals and motivational strategies to help you unlock your full potential. Imagine waking up feeling energized, confident, and ready to take on any new challenge that comes your way. This is your opportunity to design a morning routine that will set you up for success. Discover and implement practical strategies to increase productivity. Create a morning routine that aligns with your goals. Develop habits that will empower and motivate you, and organize your day for maximum efficiency. Ready to transform your mornings and maximize your time? Click the link in the show notes to grab your Amplify Your AM toolkit now. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to kickstart your day and achieve your dreams. And tag a friend who needs a productivity boost, and let's crush those goals together. Remember, encourager, every day is a new opportunity to rise and shine. Don't wait any longer. Get your Amplify Your AM freebie today and start creating your dream mornings. You got this. Click the link in the show notes and amplify your AM today. Even when the results aren't quite giving what you thought they should be giving, don't get discouraged. If there is one thing I've learned from going after my own dreams and coaching you to pursue yours, is success is within reach. You just have to be reminded regularly and often. And if you are a fellow planner, you are going to love this, because I'm breaking down this plan of what you need to have when the messy middle shows up. Because if there is one thing that I know about a planner, we have planned for it all, but we usually don't plan for the worst case scenarios as much as we've been planning. So during the messy middle, it is required that you've got to show up even stronger during this season, because you are so close. Quitting cannot be an option. So when fear pops up, what are you going to do? How will you go for it? Or are you going to give in? Spoiler alert, you go for it. Duh. So here are the steps for part 1. First and foremost, acknowledge your fears. Just identify that the fear has shown up and write down what's actually making you afraid. Sometimes just getting it out of your head is an accomplishment, but really acknowledge what your fears are. What do you think that fear is here to tell you right now? Because we don't just have these emotions for just no reason. We don't just feel the fear to experience suffering. And sometimes we think that, but it's just not true. So what is the fear here to communicate to you? Understand your fears. Understand what they're trying to explain to you. What are they trying to show you? Are they rational or irrational? And once you've figured out what your fears are trying to communicate to you, start taking action. It is really the only way to face your fears. You can't wait to feel the courage, especially when it feels distant. You've got to take action on the things that scare you. And I know it's scary, but you can take small steps to face your fears. So what is the first step that you will take? And then you can gradually move towards those bigger, more scarier ones. But at least start. because every single step that you take through your fear and push through builds your confidence. And it proves to yourself that it's not so big and scary after all. Really, you have to diffuse fear. When you figure out what it's trying to communicate to you, and you can break down the action steps necessary, and you actually start to take them, that's how you conquer your fear. In a world where you are busy, you've got a household to run, crazy kids' schedules, work, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. With all the adulting going on and all the roles you're working so hard to fill, it can cause you to forget about one of the most important relationships that you have, the one with you. Whether you've just been too busy making everyone else's world go round, or maybe you're living according to what somebody else thought was best for you, or maybe life just happened and it's got you feeling like you don't even know who you are or what you want anymore. There are so many things that can distract or disconnect you from your inner knowing. Go from feeling lost or disconnected to reconnected with the Reignite Your Inner Knowing roadmap. Get you back in touch with yourself and feeling like a priority on your own list. Knowing your desires and what you want at this season in your life, you can live the life of your dreams. And it starts with the connection you have with you. Check the show notes to get the Reignite Your Inner Knowing roadmap. It's your time to get back in touch with you. Click the show notes and get started. Up next is part 2, the plan for you. Listen, okay, you've heard me say this a gabillion times, and I'm going to keep saying it because it is so true. You've got to believe in yourself. You have got to have faith in your abilities that you can overcome anything, including your fears. So how are you going to encourage yourself when it gets hard? You've got to have a plan here. You've got to have a plan for when your belief is low. How are you going to remind yourself that you are a conqueror? How are you going to remind yourself of your strength and your perseverance, that your determination is unmatched when you're tapped in? How are you going to encourage yourself to believe even when there's no evidence around you? And how are you going to stay motivated? How are you going to remind yourself why you are going after your goals? How are you going to motivate yourself when there's nothing appearing in your presence that is giving you any indication that you are truly making things happen? Because we know that that time is coming. There are going to be times when your results get stale. We don't talk about how stale things can get, and when it gets stale, what is it really trying to tell you? It's time to shift your strategy. Look at your results. What do you need to not do? And what do you instead need to try or do more of that's actually getting you the success that you need? But you know that you're going to lose motivation. So what are you going to be telling yourself during those times when it gets hard and motivation is on the low? And lastly, I talk about celebrating your success so often because we are so good at noticing when things are wrong that there's so much less attention paid to what's going right. And that includes your wins. So once again, I'm talking to my planners here. When you look out the game plan that you mapped out, did you build in some milestones? Did you plan what you're going to do when you hit your very first milestone and how you're going to celebrate it? What do you need at that moment to celebrate? Is it a bottle of bubbly or is it a spa day? Is it a treat to your favorite place? Maybe to have your favorite smoothie, or maybe you're planning a special dinner to celebrate this milestone. Whatever that is for you. Where are your celebrations built into your plans? Because trust me, if you can start celebrating along the way, it's going to help in those droughts and in those dry seasons, honey, when you are just feeling like it's never gonna happen. So make sure that you've included in your game plan some small and large celebrations for yourself. Don't just wait until you're done to celebrate, because by that time you are exhausted. You probably won't even want to celebrate, and it's probably not going to feel like how you thought it would when you got there. Listen, some of us have goals that are going to take a lifetime. A lifetime, honey. And a lifetime is a long time to go without some celebration. So make sure that you are celebrating your small and major wins. They all need to be celebrated. So include in your plan, how will you celebrate yourself and your progress? And that leaves me to the icing on the cake. Just a couple of reminders here. You have got to keep going. Keep working on your fears and building your courage. Remember, courage is a journey. It is not a destination. So keep going and never, ever, ever give up. Remember that success takes time and perseverance. You've got to keep pushing forward on repeat and not giving up on your dreams. That includes not thinking that your dreams are a mistake. If you have been blessed with this dream, this vision, you have already been given everything that you need to make that dream come true. So don't give up on it just because it gets hard. Anticipate the hard. Plan ahead for the hard. Your dreams are bound to come true as long as you don't give up on them. It's law. And that's the law of averages for you. And even when it's tough, remember, you have to have that courage reservoir to tap in. Courage isn't just something that you have. It is alive and kicking. It's a journey. Like anything else, it grows and evolves. It's a muscle we still have to work out, especially when it doesn't feel strong. So if it's been a while since you've hit up the gym, put in some reps on your courage today, because you are so close. Believe you are close. Why? Because it's better than believing you are far away. Your world happens according to your belief, so believe better. You are too close to even consider giving up. Take it off the table as an option, because you are closer than when you started. You were closer than you were last week, and you are closer than you were yesterday. So keep going. Encourager. You've got to encourage over your proximity to success, because it is right there at your fingertips. So get a double heap of encouragement over your proximity to success and your courage, because together we can encourage over everything. Encourager. Thanks so much for tuning in. My wish for you is to have your encouragement cup filled up. If you enjoyed this episode, there's a few ways to say thank you. Share it with friends. You are a true encourager, sharing encouraging messages to lift others up, because that's just what we do. Leave a review, light me up with some stars, and share your feedback, as this is how we make encouragement a way of life. And to keep the conversation going, connect with me on Instagram at EncourageOverEverything. Check the show notes for today's sponsors and all the ways to work with me and stay connected. I appreciate you. Until next time, I'm sending you love, light, and loads of positivity, because together we can encourage over everything.